Romantic Home family, and welcome if y'all are new. I am Olivia's Romantic Home. In today's video, I am so excited to share with you guys some DIY Christmas decor crafts. We're going to be doing this big giant bow as well as a smaller bow, and we're going to begin decorating my Christmas tree. Okay, I have worked for hours on this for you guys today, and I'm so excited to share it with you. So many different fun ideas you guys can take and incorporate into your Christmas decor, Christmas tree decorating. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also pop over to my Olivia's Romantic Home DIY Facebook page where I share daily crafting inspiration with you guys. Now, without further ado, go ahead and get out all of your ornaments, your creativity, your ribbons, and let's get to crafting and decorating. For the first DIY, I want to share with you guys how to make a super easy little Christmas tree bow. Now this is just going to be a smaller bow. I've seen these used all over trees, and we're going to make a super easy one. Take about 12 inches of ribbon and then hot glue the ribbon end to end. You do want to use a wired ribbon. That just works better, and you can use a thicker ribbon. I believe this is about a 3.5 inch thick ribbon. And then you're just going to scrunchie it up in the center, so just kind of squish it together. And then I like to take a zip tie. You can use pipe cleaner or floral wire and just tie it all together. Now I'm going to make some tails. Super easy peasy. You're just going to cut 2 tails, however long you want to make them, and you're going to dovetail the ends, and that means just to cut a triangle in each side. Now, I'm sure there's maybe a fancier, easy way you can make this, but this is the way that I make this. I'm bow challenged, so if I'm bow challenged and I can do it, you guys can totally do it. Okay, this ribbon is so beautiful. It's crushed velvet. It was from Amazon, sent by a dear, sweet friend. I have not yet been able to identify, but if you're out there watching, thank you so much for all of this beautiful ribbon and the amazing crafting supplies. I got to do my Christmas tree, and it just, oh my goodness. Okay, I hot glued the tails together, added a little bit of wire to the back to be able to hang, and I do want to make more of these. Now, for this next DIY, this is a bow tutorial I actually made with some foam. I wrapped it in a thrifted sheet, and that's all you do. You just take a piece of foam, wrap it in the thrifted sheet, and then you're going to tie it off in the center with a zip tie. Now, I decided to take this, and this is one that I had done in the spring for Valentine's Day, Easter, but I decided to make it Christmassy, so I'm going to take that crushed velvet ribbon and wrap it around the original bow and just kind of hot glue it in and around the area. Now, I've also seen people make these using, it's the silver stuff that you put in your car. It's just some kind of like foam stuff, but basically you can make these really easy with foam and just wrapping the fabric around. You can staple it or hot glue it. You guys know me, I'm a hot glue girl. Okay, so once I have the velvet ribbon added, I'm just going to hot glue it to secure it in the back. I'm sure there's a fancier, more professional way to do these, but this is not fancy or professional here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut the tails off because I want to make a double bow, which means double the pleasure, double the fun. So I'm just going to take these 2 bows and with some very sturdy industrial wire. I think this was wire I bought to tie back my rose bushes. I just wired it together. I'm out of zip ties. Lord help me. I don't even know how I'm starting this Christmas season decorating out of zip ties, but I've got to add it to the list. Anyway, I'm going to take and wrap some of this crushed velvet ribbon around it, and then that is going to give our center. Ooh, I am loving how this is turning out. And then I'm going to take some of this industrial wire, and I'm just going to loop it through my 2 tails. And I'm going to make separate hanging tails for this because I want to be able to move it around. So that separate means I'm not going to glue the tails on. I'm just going to wire them on. I want them to be able to be movable. That way I can kind of play around where I want them on the tree. So I just wired them to the back of this. Again, super easy peasy. Here's the final look, and I can't wait to share with you guys how it's going to look on the Christmas tree. Now it is time to make my Christmas tree amazing. So I'm starting out with this beautiful, it's kind of a dusty pink shimmering deco mesh, and I used 2 rolls of this. This came off of Amazon, again from a dear sweet friend who surprised me with some lovely Christmas decorating goodies. If you're out there listening and watching, thank you so much. My heart is smiling from ear to ear. I mean, I don't think your heart can smile from ear to ear, but mine sure is. So to add deco mesh to my tree, I'm just going to take it and I added it to the top, and then I'm just going to kind of squish it down into the tree in between the branches and the spaces. I want it to go pretty deep inside of my tree, not all the way. You can let it kind of poof out just a little bit, but I don't want it to overtake things because it's going to shimmer from the inside out. And when you use deco mesh, you know what I'm talking about. It just gives that extra sparkle to your tree, and you can put it in and around the branches where you're really not going to see a lot of it, but just enough, if that makes sense. Now, if your tree is maybe not as flocked to where it holds those branches in, you could always use some wire or some zip ties to kind of zip tie and wire it in, or take your evergreen branches and cross them over on themselves. But you're just going to kind of cascade your deco mesh down your tree, and it just comes out so beautiful. Now, I did 4 lines of this. I did one in the center, one on each side, and then one in the back. Now it is time for the big bow tree topper. These big bows are all the rage for decor this season. You're going to find them in so many different ideas. And so I'm just going to use some wire to attach it. And I did attach it a little bit further down. You don't want to attach it directly to the top of your tree. You want to kind of pull it down about, I pulled mine down about 12 inches off of the top, I would say. And this tree is rather tall. It's a bit tall and slender. I sold my old tree and kind of exchanged it for this one. I didn't buy this one. It was donated to me, so I just sold my old one because I'm trying to keep my clutter under control, especially my Christmas stuff, and not buy a bunch of trees. But I really wanted a pink Christmas tree this year for my studio, which would have been so fun, but that's okay. You know what? We are going to make this so beautiful and pink. Now, originally I left these tails rather long, but I did go back and trim it off because I don't know. I just felt like maybe it was too long. Now that I'm looking at it, playing it back, I'm like, oh, that looks really pretty. I just didn't want to lose the shape of the tree. So you're just going to have to let me know what you think. Now comes the fun part, bundling your ornaments. This is a Christmas tree ornament hack I've shared with you guys before, but it's worth sharing again because it's so worth it. So you're going to take a piece of wire, bundle several ornaments together, and then bury them kind of deep inside your tree. See how I'm going up underneath and deep inside your tree. And you're going to want to do, a good bit of these in and around the base of your tree. Work your way up just a bit. You're going to use the largest bundles at the bottom and then kind of move your way up. Super easy to do, but it's going to be such a time saver for you guys. Now it's all I can do not to go in with some of my neater ornaments once I get some of the bundles and balls done inside of the tree. It's really, really hard for me to stay disciplined. I like to jump around, but I really try to do as many bundles and larger ornaments towards the bottom, work my way around. And I'm also decorating the back of my tree because I'm scooting my tree a little bit closer to the mirror. I want to have that little side view. And let me know what you guys think about that as well. I really am excited to hear your feedback on this tree. I have not done a pink Christmas tree since about 2017, 18. I kind of stopped doing pink Christmas trees and went to more farmhouse than traditional. And now I'm back to my girly pink Christmas tree, Victorian style. Now for these smaller hot pink ornaments, I decided to tie them on with a ribbon. I'm thinking Love Shack Fancy with this idea, which you guys know I love Love Shack Fancy. Their stuff is really expensive though, so it's just not in the cards for me, but I love to kind of replicate and duplicate some of their ideas. Oh, you guys, if you have a chance to go to the Pottery Barn Love Shack Fancy site, they have the most beautiful dishes and stockings and bows you'll ever see in your whole life. And they're so shabby chic. They really remind me of the original Rachel Ashwell shabby chic. And I love Rachel Ashwell's shabby chic that she does now as well. So beautiful. Now I'm adding in some of these roses. Again, another little gift that was sent to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. They're so beautiful. I had to use them a little bit sparingly because this tree's pretty big. So my idea is if I need them for crafts, I'm going to just go back to my tree and pull some off the tree. Have you guys ever done that? Just been so excited and wanted to use all your goodies, but then realized, oops, I used a little bit too many and I need them for crafting. So at least I'll know exactly where those extra little roses are, because sometimes my roses get lost in my craft stash. I can also make new ones with my coffee filters. If you guys have seen my coffee filter roses, those are super fun to make. Now I did add some of these pretty and pink hydrangeas. I only had a couple of those, so, and then some roses left over from my spring decorating. I actually got these roses with my daughter when we were in Florida. Last year, I believe, we visited a little shop that was like had a Paris theme. Oh my gosh, it was the cutest shop, and I just got a little bundle of roses. So sweet. Now for this sweet tree, I wanted to add in some pearls. These are beautiful pearls, again, that were gifted to me. I know they came off of Amazon because they arrived in an Amazon box. They're beautiful strings of pearls. I saw this idea on Pinterest that I posted on my Livy's Romantic Home DIY Facebook page where they were using a chunkier pearl garland. So I'm thinking about sourcing that, or thinking about how could I create a pearl garland with some really small ornaments maybe. I'm not really for sure, but I strung these pearls on. I'm just thinking, I'm wondering if maybe you can't see it well enough except for when you're up close. Let me know what you guys think, if I need to use a bigger pearl. And also, okay, I need you guys' help on the wreath that's to the left of this Christmas tree is beautiful and glorious. It is such a beautiful wreath. But does it clash with this tree? Is it too overpowering over there? Every time I look at it, I feel like it's maybe a little bit too much. I wonder if I should move it to my bedroom and hang it kind of above my bed, or in the entryway. I'm just really not for sure about that wreath. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about it. I'm thinking maybe I should make a smaller wreath for the dining room door, or leave it off altogether. It does look really festive, but again, I just feel like it's overpowering and it takes away from the tree. But maybe it's just me. That's why I'm asking you guys. Okay, here's a fun little easy DIY. Grab a vintage planter. I have this cherub one. Actually, my sweet friend Lorena had found it and gave me a really good deal on it. And I'm just going to add some greenery. Well, this is whitery. I mean, it's greenery it's white. It's just white branches. And then I'm going to add in some ornaments and then a pretty little rose. I ended up going back and adding in some greenery that was green too. Simple, easy little DIY. You guys can make an easy centerpiece, add foam if you want or not. So here is the final look. I'm going to play some beautiful music and let you guys just kind of look around at everything that I've done so far. I did add in, I had these two little floor mats that I added in front of my fireplace. I need to look and see because I need some really cozy, those faux fur white rugs. I used to have them a long time ago and they just got worn out. So, but I realized my living room needs some rugs. It's just not very cozy, I guess. But here is what everything is looking at like, and I just feel so excited. Now, I would really also love to find a pink big angel, or a big angel that I could paint pink, or a nativity scene. I love Santa, but I want to bring in some Jesus and some angels into my decor this year. So let me know where you guys have found them. I'm thinking about trying to build a cross or some angels. Now I have a tiny nativity that I put over here by the mirror that I'm going to go ahead and put here. Let me know if you guys think I should move this. I kind of like it right there. And then my little thrifted books are on the shelf. Somebody had suggested also putting some evergreen above the mirrors. I think that's a great idea. I'm going to add that, I think, tomorrow. So anyway, I have so many fun ideas and I'm super excited to do more. This is going to be a really good start, and I need to know, what was your favorite part of this decorating session, and have you all started decorating for Christmas yet? If so, what is your theme and color scheme? And here is the cozy glow at night. It's always hard to get the cozy glow ambiance on camera. I always feel like it just looks maybe kind of dark, but it is so cozy in my home now with that decorated. And here is Mr. Benji Bear. He wants to say hi to all his puppy dog and kitty cat fans out there. I went and worked out this morning, and when I got home, we really had a little play session playing ball. He was so excited. He really likes to lay around though in the morning, I think, while I'm gone. And then he gets so excited when I come home. We eat together. This is so silly, but yeah, and I just wore my favorite pink leggings today because it was leg day and I needed something to cheer me up because it was a hard workout, and I always get really hungry after leg day. But I also bought Mr. Benji Bear a new bone. He has a new Bennett bone he wants to show you guys. He's so excited for his new bone. And it's about time. His old one was so worn out, but they're kind of pricey. They're about $7 or $8 at the store. So thank you all so much for joining me on another fun and fabulous crafting and decorating adventure. What do you all think about my big Christmas bow tree topper as well as this Christmas tree? I know I'm going to need to take a step back and look at it and see where the colors are off or where I need to add or take things away. A lot of you all say that you would like to see me leave more of the Christmas tree, which I felt like I kind of tried to do this year. So let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys think about it? I left myself also enough ornaments and florals and different things like that to really do a beautiful entryway, display, garland, and then I'm going to have a tree in my pink bedroom, so that's got to be pink. So I had to leave plenty of goodies for that as well. I'm going to need to get creative with ribbon, but that's okay. I have some left over from a clearance sale that I had shopped last year. In fact, all of my pink Christmas ornaments came from Hobby Lobby 90% off. So at the end of the season, you guys look for those sales. Okay, now I have been sharing with you guys in this I Love Christmas series, and I think we're on episode 14, so you guys go back and watch the rest of those episodes because we're doing so much crafting and decorating, and I have just really been wanting to get this tree started. And I say started because last year I did my Christmas tree decorating and I pulled it all apart after I got done with it. You guys don't know about that, but I didn't like it. And so I redid it because I just had put too much on that poor little tree. So I kind of tried to scale it back, and this is scaled back for me just a little bit this year. Also, it's gotten dark out, so I hope it's going to look really pretty still. Things look different when you're filming them in daylight versus evening time. So anyway, but let's go ahead and jump into this devotional, which I had the blessing and the honor to go to Silver Dollar City this weekend with one of my dear friends. After I helped pass out candy. So over the weekend, of course, it was Halloween, which I don't celebrate Halloween, but I liked the festivities of passing out candy, and I did dress up as 1980s Barbie. My daughter and I were shopping at a thrift store, and we found a $2 vintage prom dress, which I never had a prom dress growing up, for different reasons. Anyway, I did go thrifting though my junior prom and found a pink prom dress that was like a 1950s prom dress. So I guess I did kind of have a prom dress, but my senior year I really did not. And to be honest with you, I was kind of a mess my senior year. So anyway, I felt like I kind of was able to relive my prom days with that. But anyway, we went to Silver Dollar City on Saturday. We got to do a tasting sample pass. Her sister was there. She works there, and it was just such a joyous time. And then a friend of mine invited me to a revival Sunday night, which I went to and was just touched by the Spirit of the Lord. Had some really good praise and worship, and it just really just digging deep into my heart on some things that I knew God was asking me to pray about. So praying about my kids and some friends and some family members, and things that I need to work on as well. So anyway, this devotional today, I'm reading a devotional with you guys at the end of each video. This is out of He Whispers Your Name by Sherry Hill, and this devotional is called Settled in Heaven. You tend to worry because you think life is full of uncertainties, but my word has assured the outcome of life, and my word is settled in heaven. Okay, here we go. My truth is eternal. It has never and will never change. I hold all the authority over heaven and earth, and that includes your life. It may often seem as though things are out of control, as if you're stumbling through your faith and not sure that what you believe isn't worth it. But you must press through the lies of the world that want to deceive you and keep you from my very best for your life. An obstacle can be an opportunity for me to bless you. Did you guys hear that? An obstacle can be an opportunity for God to bless us. Trust me to oversee the details of your life. You must decide that not to lean on your own understanding. Just rely and trust in mine. Don't allow others to taint your thoughts with their own, and don't give in to your fears, even if it's easier to do that. So don't allow others to taint your thoughts with their own, and don't give in to your fears, even though it's easier to give in to fear. Trust is measured by my word, not the opinions or advice of others. Allow my word to guide you, bringing you into alignment with my will. Never for a second do I step off my throne. Come to me and I will comfort you in the chaos and give you peace. This says, your word, Lord, is eternal and it stands firm in the heavens. And that's Psalm 119:39. God's word is eternal and stands eternal forever, is the truth, is the light, and all the things. So I hope that this is encouraging to you all. I know that when I get anxiety and fear, I put on my praise and worship music and I just start talking to God, and I just start saying, you know what, Lord, please take this from me. Number one, take away my anxiety. Help me know what your truth is. Help me get outside of my mind and my anxiety and my fears, and let me rest in your goodness. Because I think sometimes, and even this week's Bible study is about being still, we need to rest. We have got to learn how to rest and listen. I am the most busier doer of so many different things, but learning how to rest in God's goodness is where God wants us, and that's where we can hear his voice in that resting, when we're doing our Bible studies, when we're listening to our praise and worship music. just put it on and let the Lord start speaking to you. Hillsong United is one of my favorite praise and worship people. I like so many different ones. Let me know if you guys want a list. Lauren Daigle, I think it's Phil Wickham. There's just so many different ones that I love to listen to. So I can even put a playlist together of my top favorites because I have this really awesome playlist, and I just know when I turn it on, I'm going there. I'm going there. I'm going to be with God. So anyway, I love you guys to the moon and back. I hope you have a gorgeous, fabulous, blessed day. I'm going to be back with more Christmas this week. We're doing more episodes of my I Love Christmas series, more bow making, more garlands. I want to get to a wreath this week. I didn't get to one last week. I'm also getting ready to announce a giveaway, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you're subscribed. About half of you guys are not subscribed. And I want to thank you guys so much for all of your love and support and prayers. I know that you guys are praying for me and for this channel and this community because it's just so felt. And stepping out in this leap of faith to bring you guys a devotional is not of me, that's of God. And I just want to thank you guys because your encouragement and your love and support makes me know that I'm on the right track, even though I know that I'm being obedient and doing exactly what God wants me to do. So I hope you guys have a gorgeous, fabulous, blessed day. I hope every day that you wake up is a new day to say, hey, what am I doing? Where do you need me to be, God? Who do I need to send a nice text to? Who do I need to give a phone call to? Who do I need to forgive? Oh my gosh, forgiveness is such a daily battle for me. Some of the things I've been through in the last couple of years, you guys it would blow your mind. But that's okay because we've all been going through things as well. And if you guys need prayer, drop those prayer requests down below. I love you to the moon and back. I'm gonna let you guys go. And until our next video, be kind to yourselves, be kind to one another, and we'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye.